Hi, this is Dr. Lawrence and welcome to Wellness 2.0. And listen, the reason why I'm doing this quick video is because I found an article that I thought was really interesting and is relevant to what we've been talking about. So I've been reading this Sunday Times, which is a couple of days ago. This is from Perth, Australia. And what's relevant in this particular paper is that there was an article on the Australian Post, which is the postal service for all of Australia. And what's interesting about the article was saying that they're losing millions of dollars and they are closing down Australian Postal Office. Is that a shock? Well, it shouldn't be that much of a shock. I wasn't really shocked that they're closing down the offices. I'm actually more shocked that they did not foresee this, 10 years ago. Now, when the invention of, I don't know exactly when the internet was invented, but when I got my first email account, which was 1994, I still remember it because it was my first year university at Waterloo, and I got the student email account, and every student was given an email account at that time, and I thought, what is this? Why do I need to send emails when I can send letters? Like, that does not make sense. And at the time, I know when you reflect back and think about that now, it's a really dumb thought. But at the time though, we thought that that wasn't relevant. Just as some people thinking, doing videos is not relevant to chiropractic, spreading the chiropractic message. But here's the thing, a year later, remember we used to have a computer room of only 4 computers, which you could go on at any time in the world. And we had 4 computers and you can go on at any time. And literally within a year, we had to expand because it was too packed in there. That went into a room that had like 30 and 40 computers, and that was always busy. You have to waiting there just to get online. And that was 1994, 95. And it's amazing what a year does because things change so fast and so rapidly, especially within technology. Now, getting back to Australia Post, if you were Australian Post, if you were the CEO of Australian Post, would you not have foreseen that you were going to lose money simply because people are not going to send letters, they're not going to send Christmas cards, they're not going to send things in the mail as much as they used to, right? I understand we still need to physically send gifts, we still need to send cards once in a while, we still need to send paper, but at the same time, you knew more and more people as the years go on would use less and less of any postal service around the world. And you knew if you were the CEO, you would have to figure out what other tactics, what other avenues, what are the trends that you need to actually foresee so that you can capture that market and actually change your business model or at least adapt to the new and upcoming trends. You see, they're going to lose more and more money as the years go on if they do not change their strategy. They have to focus on something different. Now, that's one industry. I told you I was going to tell you about 3 industries. This here is the front page with Bono. Bono of U2 was here just recently in Perth, and they did a concert, right? A rocking concert, of course. But U2 and other bands were crying foul because the CD industry, people were downloading it. Well, CD industry, as you're aware, I'm sure very little people actually buy CDs anymore because they can, what you can get your music now? You can download them from iTunes and other companies, but iTunes had cornered the market because they created something different. Steve Jobs from Apple created a platform and created a device, the iPod, so that you can actually download music in an instant. You can literally press a button and the music will be there within a minute. You can listen to it right now rather than having to go to a store, drive to a store, pick up a CD, come back home, unwrap it, put in a CD player and find the song I want. And you don't even get to sample it. See, nowadays, iTunes have created such a ease of shopping that you can get it instantly. Why wouldn't you use it? And most people have used it simply because they have set up a different market on the way we create and listen to CDs. So that's the second industry that has failed and will continue to fail, and it will evolve, and sooner or later we will see the end of CDs. The third industry that's failing is the newspaper industry. See, newspapers is becoming more and more irrelevant. Think about that. We are moving to an age where we want news instantly. You can fit Twitter feeds within a second. You can get we're obsessed with Facebook status and what people are doing. We're obsessed with getting emails every day and getting an email in an instant and sending that message right away to someone. Whereas the news broadcast no longer is reliant on the newspaper industry simply because obviously that's too slow. It's a day late. It's a day later before we can actually get the news. Where in the newspaper industry, instead of having to get a journalist to write an article, get it to the editor, get it edited, and format it into the right space, then got to send it to the printing press, print it, then have someone deliver this paper to your door, it's going to take quite a while before that news actually gets to you. Where online, like the Huffington Post, for example, can have a person write an article, get it online, and you can read it instantly by just pressing a button and publishing it. See, I did this video right now because I came across something that I wanted to tell you, and boom, video record this right now. I could be able to upload this in about 5 minutes, and it's online, and send you an email, and you're actually listening to this and watching this video simply because I did that. And it's quick and simple. You didn't even have to wait a day. Well, this is the industry where it's moving towards. And when you think about the newspaper industry, they're losing millions of dollars on advertising because people and big companies are knowing that no longer you need to advertise in newspapers because they can move it online and get a better response. Now, are you still advertising in the yellow pages? Now, how many of you still get those big yellow pages, and how many of you actually flip through the yellow pages to actually look for whatever product or services that you use? Most people, of course, are now moving to online. You got this big company called Google where you can type and search for whatever you want at a much quicker pace than you trying to go through alphabetically and figure out which company do you want to work with, and looking at all those ads, which are all the same anyways, trying to figure out what is more relevant. The relevancy now is becoming who's going to be on first page of Google, and try to figure out which one is going to be best suited for me. That's the way the trends have moved over the last few years. Now, why is that important to you as a chiropractor? Well, I believe it's very important is because we need to look at these trends of these bigger companies and see where they're moving towards and how certain industries are failing and certain industries are thriving. If we do not adapt as a profession to new technologies and new mediums and new marketing strategies to get the message out there. Now, this is not about us and not necessarily about the chiropractors. It's about us as a profession to be able to translate that message into a relevant message to the public, or watching your message. They need to be able to consume at a different level than they used to. And if we don't adapt to the changes of the way chiropractic is promoted and the way chiropractic message is spread across the world, we're going to run into some trouble as a profession. So this is why we need to be relevant, you need to be relevant, and the message needs to be relevant to them. So let's work together and try to find ways to create the best message for you. So this is one of the reasons why we created Wellness Formula, the Wellness Expert Formula, and why it's so important at this time. Now, I really hope you got something out of this video. For those of you who want to leave a comment below, that'd be great. We'd love to have a sit-in discussion and let me know what your thoughts are on this video. And for those of you who are interested in the Wellness Expert Formula, we just released it. We just opened the doors, and you can welcome to join us on board. And we've also added a second option there. Now you can actually do a monthly installment instead of having a one payment option. So if you want to go ahead and do that, just check out wellness20.com, and that will lead you to a video. It tells you all about what's inside. We got the 6 full modules. We got the wellness experts. We also got expert interviews with some amazing people who's going to show you how they became experts in their industry. And we also got Damien speaking about nutrition. You're not going to only get how to become well yourself, you're going to be able to take that message and spread it to your clients and basically tell your message in your own words, and be able to create a wellness practice simply by joining us in our program. So if you're interested in the program, please go to the wellness20.com. We'll look forward to seeing you inside. Have a happy holidays from Damien and I. I wish you all the best. We'll be sending you these videos once in a while when we get an inspiration and a thought, and I hope you enjoy them, and we'll look forward to seeing you in 2011. Take care. Bye-bye.